guys. Welcome to Coffee Talk with Mimi. This is your girl Mimi here. Most of you know me as Mimi's Boutique because I do a lot of fashion shows here in South Florida, and I do a lot of them as well in New York City. So I started working on a project about 3 years ago, which was my blogging. And from the blogging, I've always had people reach out to me telling me, you should do a YouTube channel. You should do a YouTube channel. Even like, very good friends of mine that, I've actually had conversations with, and they've told me several times, why don't you have a YouTube channel? But it was never something that I really wanted to do because I always had a scare of the camera, and where like whenever I'm in front of the camera, as like I am right now, I get nervous. So I really didn't know if this is something I wanted to venture out to. And after the last blog, well, actually one of the latest blog that I did, where I talked about myself dealing with a lot of depression, and I went through a lot of anxiety, and I actually sent it to someone I just met not too long ago. And she told me, why don't you have a YouTube channel? And I replied back to her. I said, you know what? That is it. I think to me, that is like affirmation that I really need to go ahead and do it. And from there, I discussed it, of course, with my husband because, I like, whenever it comes for business, I always, get my husband involved so he could tell me his ideas, give me his opinion so we can actually figure out what's best for me to do and what is the right step or what is the right place to go. So he's like, yeah, I've been telling you to do it, and just go ahead and go for it. And there you have it. And I decided to just call it Coffee Talk with Mimi. And of course, I have my coffee here with my cup, and I also have a book that I found while I was shopping around. It says I'll Drink to That by Betty Albrecht. I think that's how you pronounce her last name. I have not even read the book, but I love the title, and I figured it actually goes with the actual name of the YouTube channel. So I said, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get it and start with that. Let me just, I guess, tell you guys a little bit about myself. My real name, my government name is Merlene. Everyone knows me by Mimi because, again, that is the name that I had from the time I started my business. I'm going to tell you also where that name came from. Mimi came from, believe it or not, my very first job. I used to work when I was in high school. I worked at Burger King. That was my very first job right when I was in high school. I think I was in the 11th or the 10th grade. And there was the manager that was working there. I think his name is Tom. There was a girl named Nerlene, and then there was another, plus myself, I was Merlene. And he's like, you look like a little cat. I think I should call you Mimi. I started laughing. I'm like, Mimi. I'm like, I guess. So from there on, the name stuck with me. And, from there on, everyone started calling me Mimi. And that was since high school, and the name stayed. And when I decided to open my business, which was 8 years ago, which was Mimi's Boutique, and I said, okay, the nickname, the boutique, why not Mimi's Boutique? Because again, it goes with me, it goes with everything that I want to do, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it that. So 8 years ago, I decided to start with Mimi's Boutique. Mimi's Boutique originally started as an actual online boutique, and I figured, why not? Let me just go ahead and have the fashion show because I do love fashion. I studied fashion. I went to school for it, fashion merchandising to be exact. And I said, why not just go ahead and do something that I really love, something that, I enjoy doing because I love, bringing a difference in people's lives. I love, just doing something in the community that's actually going to help people grow. So that's when I decided to go ahead and do it. And little did you know, a lot of you have actually heard about the story because I've said it so many times, even throughout interviews. And little did you know, and God granted me 7 years later for the fashion show to be so big, where I have like people flying all over the place to be part of it, whether as a sponsor, whether as a vendor, whether as a designer, even like spectator, like people that actually comes to attend the show. I even have people doing that as well. So I feel very blessed to be able to do something like that, and people actually enjoy it. So from the fashion show, because one thing about me, everything that I want to do, I actually write. write it. I don't just speak it to existence, which is good because you always have to think speak things to existence, but I write it. I have so many notebooks like all over the house where I write everything. So I had a little notebook and I wrote down that I always wanted to do a women empowerment brunch because I feel that, as women, we are not as connected as we should be. It's always something. You always hear like us women in something different. There's always some drama, or there's always, it's always something. We're not united the way that we should be. So I had it written in my notebook, and I've been doing the brunch for about 3 years now. So the year that I said I was going to do it, the funny part about it was I found the notebook. It was just out of the blue. I found the notebook and then I opened it. I was just like, oh my God, this is another affirmation for me to go ahead and do it. And I started, of course, doing the brunch. One thing about me is that when I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. Because when I put my heart into everything or into something that I want to do, I make sure that I get it done. So from there, I started doing the brunch. I did it at, the first one I did it at Mocha Cafe. That's what they used to call it back then. And the expectation was actually amazing because I was not I expected for people to come out and show that much support, but I didn't think it was going to be grand like that. So when I saw that many people come out, I was just like, oh my God, this is like so amazing. So the very first one took off like really quick. So I was just like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and keep going and just do another one. And from the second one, and then we did the third one this year, which also was another amazing success. And of course, so I want you guys to stay with me. I had the fashion show, which I started. And this is all under Mimi's Boutique, by the way. From the fashion show is the Women Empowerment Brunch. And then now from the Women Empowerment Brunch, I have the blog. But the blog actually started right around the same time that I started the brunch, because the blog started in November of 2016. I started the blog right after I got married. And I started talking about it with my very dear friend. She's also a blogger. Around my honeymoon time, and she encouraged me to go ahead and do it. So basically both the blog and the Women Empowerment Brunch have started around the same time. So when I started the blog, of course, this is something that I started as like, as a hobby. This is something that I really just wanted to do since I love to read and I love to write, and I really wanted to do it. But of course, with everything that you do comes struggles, like you have to deal with a whole lot. I had a lot of people mocking me, and I had a lot of people, just, again, that's where, women comes in and plays a big role, because they think that when you're trying to do something, or you think you're all that, or they always like try to say things that that are gonna hurt you. I did get mocked in the beginning, and I did get my feelings hurt, and it's not because I didn't believe in myself. It was just that the fact that it was coming from people that were so close to me, people that I used to look up to, or I used to actually look up to as an example, or people that I cared for, and just to see the fact that they were mocking you, they were making fun of you, or they will do things to just kind of like, wow, like why would you do something like that? We're sisters. Like, we may not be sisters by blood, but at the end of the day, we're women. We're sisters. We're supposed to be supporting each other. So then I at one point I really wanted to give up. So I was just like, okay, you cannot give up. You're gonna go ahead and do this. And of course, Mimi's Boutique was like the fashion show was like the biggest thing for me. And I put the blog on the back burner just a little bit so I can focus more on the fashion show. So earlier this year, I was just like, okay, no more. I'm not putting it anymore on the back burner. I really want to focus, and I really want to do the blog. So I've been like really pushing hard. I've been really going hard at it, and I've been trying to build an audience. I've been trying to like get people to follow me on social media, which has been working, and I've been blogging a whole lot. And one thing I do know about whatever it is that you're doing in life, it's all about consistency. The more consistent you are at it, the more you're gonna see, the more results you're gonna get from it. So I've been really consistent with it. I try to do at least two blogs a week, and I try to do like a photo shoot with my photographer, which is Red Light, red light photo. Johnny, he's been so amazing, and I thank God for him. And like, we try to do at least two different poses or three different outfits or whatnot. I mean, three different outfits, I meant to say. And that way I have enough where if I'm talking about something that is not related to mommy life, it actually helps with the blog. So it's been going well. It's been going really well, and I cannot complain. So that's basically how I decided to have my YouTube channel. And with this YouTube channel, we are going to talk about everything, to be honest with you guys. I don't want it to be where it's limited. It is part of the blog. Granted, don't get me wrong. It is part of the blog, but certain things I'm probably going to discuss on the YouTube channel, I'm probably not going to discuss them on the blog, but it is incorporated with the blog, of course, because when you are talking, when you have a video, when you can actually share certain experiences in front of an audience that are going to watch it, you are a little bit more comfortable to talk about basically everything, things that are needed, things that are necessary, things that are, like going on in the world that women should know about, women should talk about. And one of the topics that I noticed that has been on social media lately, and that's been making a lot of noise, is, like, the Nicole Murphy thing. And this is something that, of course, all women wants to know about, all women want to talk about, and this will be like a good topic for us to talk about it. Now, I am no tabloid, I am no TMZ, I'm none of that. I'm not gonna focus on no celebrity. We're gonna talk health, we're gonna talk womanhood, we're gonna talk babies, we're gonna talk about it all. We're gonna educate each other, we're gonna try to learn from each other. We're gonna talk about like summertime, anything, any topic that can actually be relatable, anything that you can actually learn from, that's gonna be a good source to help you be better and then just do better in life. That's what we're going to talk about. So the reason why I brought the whole Nicole Murphy thing and with the young lady, I believe her name is Layla, if I'm not mistaken, with her husband, is because of the fact that, of course, I as a mother, I am a mother of two, and I know that after you do give birth, your body does not look the same, your body does not operate the same, and that's one of the issues that I do have with myself. And after having the first baby, things were actually easier for me. I felt more motivated to work out, and because I was tired, but I wasn't as tired, but things were a little bit better for me. But after I had the second baby, it was harder for me because, again, you're dealing with two babies, plus you have to be a mom, plus you have to be an entrepreneur, plus you have to be a wife. So it gets overwhelming, things get hard. So it's just been going on a lot in the tabloid, where here's Nicole Murphy, I believe she's 50 years old, and she is looking gorgeous. She has a great body, she has an amazing body, and she was seen kissing with I think her name is Layla, don't get me wrong, I believe that's what her name is, if I read correctly. She was kissing with the lady's husband, and granted, they were married for 20 years. And again, Nicole Murphy is a friend of the family, and a lot of people are blaming her. A lot of people are saying that she shouldn't have done that, which of course not. There are boundaries to everything. If you are friends of the family, you cannot do that. Although even if you were not a friend of the family, you are a public figure, everyone knows you, so certain things you should not be doing, certain things you should not be just putting yourself into. So a lot of people are saying that, oh yeah, because of the way she looks, that's why her husband is out there just fishing around trying to get with other women. But what you guys fail to understand, not everyone has the same motivation to work out or to do certain things after they have kids. But also too, we don't know what's going on behind closed doors. We don't know how their relationship is. Yes, we can go ahead and critique, not judge. We can critique based on what we see, based on what the internet is feeding us, but we cannot just try to go deeper because we don't know what's going on in their household. Yes, absolutely, if we're judging or if we're critiquing by what we're seeing, what Nicole did, it is wrong on every level. But again, I don't want to go any further where I'm gonna say, oh yeah, she's this, she's that. No, I will stand on the lady side, the one that has she gained more weight after she had two kids. Yes, I will totally stand on her side about that, because again, being a mother of two and gaining so much weight after I gave birth, it brought a lot on me, because it really wasn't easy on me. And still now I'm still dealing with it, and where to a point my husband gets mad at me all the time. You always, talking bad about yourself. You always bringing yourself down. That's one of the problems that I had with you. Even before I did that video, we had that conversation, because I was just like, should I sit like this? Should I sit like that? I don't know. Like, my body, it's just like, I don't want to look weird. I don't want to look, I don't want to look fat. That's the word I'm trying to say. I don't want to look fat on the camera. I want to make sure that I look good. Ladies, I want us to stop being so hard on ourselves. And this is for me as well. We need to stop doing that. The same way we can be consistent about everything, it's the same way, the way that we're downing ourselves, let's try to be consistent about the way that we look as well too. So that's, if I'm sitting here worrying so much about my body, what am I doing exactly to motivate myself? Now, I'm not saying that she's not doing anything, because again, she's a celebrity. She has plenty of money. She got boku money, where she can hire a trainer, where she can actually have a nanny and walk around and just run around and do whatever. But again, that's where me telling you that there's always more to the story that we don't know about. But as far as for me, I can say that, it's harder for me, because it's not that I don't go to the gym. It's not that I don't work out. I do all of that, but it just gets to a point where you're doing so much, you get tired. Your body just shuts down, and you are automatically just like, ugh, I don't want to do it. I can't do it, So it's just like, it takes like such a big toll on you, where you get overwhelmed. So we have to do better. We have to try to find a way to motivate ourselves to do better. And as far as the whole Nicole Murphy thing, again, I don't want to talk about that drama part. I want to talk about, that's why I brought up the part mostly where she is a mom, where she gained, she did. She gained a lot of weight based on the pictures that they showed us prior to now, but that should also not be a reason for him to be going out there and doing the things that he's doing. Of course not, because you should love your wife however she is. You should, if anything, he should be out there motivating her. He should be out there, telling her, hey babe, if you don't want to hurt her feelings, just say, hey babe, I'm going to work out. You want to go with me? Let's go for a walk. There are so many other ways that you can motivate your wife or your significant other. If you feel that, she's gained like a few pounds based on, like the way that she was before, and that gives you no free pass to go out there and just do things that you're not supposed to be doing. So this was like one of the topics that I kind of wanted to touch on today, because it's just been buzzing all over social media. When I opened my page yesterday, and I had another friend that dropped it to like a group that we had, it was just like all over the place. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just touch it a little bit and talk about it. How to motivate your beautiful wife that's that gained a little weight, or the mother of your child that gained a little weight. Walk with her, take her out, just start eating healthier at the house, start doing things that's gonna motivate her. But don't try to, when you do certain things, as far as like just going out there and try to hook up with another woman, that's actually bringing her down. That's bringing her self-esteem down. That's making her feel like she's not wanted. That's making her feel like like she's no one, like you don't see her, you don't value her as the way that you did before. So again, that's no free pass for you to go out there and do what you want to do. So again, us ladies, let's do better with ourselves. Again, I don't know what goes on behind closed doors with her house, in her household, why things are going the way that they are, but I can speak for myself. Again, we can do better. We can just keep pushing ourselves. The way we're consistent with wanting to be entrepreneurs, with wanting to do so much out of life, our health is very important too. So we need to be motivated to focus on our body, because our body is us. If we're not healthy, if we're not active, anything can happen. We're bound to get sick, we're bound to gain weight. So we need to find a way to do better with ourselves. I hope I shared quite a lot with you today. Today was my first video, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. I actually spoke for 19 minutes. I did not think that was going to happen. I didn't even think that was going to be possible, but I guess I did it, so yay me. What I want you guys to do, feel free to give me comments, tell me what you thought about it, share ideas with me, because I am the type of person, I believe that critiques is what's going to help you grow. It's what's going to help you do better in life. So if you have any ideas, or even on what I just talked about, you want to give your opinion, you want to share your opinion, please feel free to do so, because again, I want us to have this interaction, like where we're conversating, where we're having conversations with each other. So let's do that. And this was the first episode with me, and the first episode with Coffee Talk with Mimi. I really do hope, again, you guys enjoyed it, and you guys have a wonderful day. You will not be seeing me for the last time. This is the first time, and there are so many more to come. I love you guys for watching, and have a great day. Mwah.